It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. And we are underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Quiddy Pay there to take him down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running once more with Henry. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Even 3 yards, that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Another run for Henry. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain. And now they're just inches short for 3rd down. Crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the 1st down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Give right side to Henry. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34. 1st First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those steps. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down from the red zone. Escapes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. Good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Chidobe Awuzie, they're on the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They've got a man in motion. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. A quick slant into the hands of Downs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. On target to Downs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Taylor trying the left side. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They start with 2nd and 6. They go again with Taylor. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Third and just 2 to go. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Lucky that it didn't end as an interception. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin. Because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Mitchell now in motion left. Here he is on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And this gets all the way down inside the 5. The officials blow it dead at the 4-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Lamar now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's contained at the line for no gain. Jarvarius Ward brings him down. No progress on first down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stop right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They motion Bateman over right. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. They give him 5 in total. Now it's going to be 4th and 1.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Colts will take over. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. It's the Colts with 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's on the move. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Throw complete to Warren. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. They send a man in motion. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's caught, Warren. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down from the gun. On target to his man Taylor. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Chidobe Awuzie there on the tackle. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 now. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down throw here from Richardson. He lets a heater go deep middle. This is caught inside the 15. All the way, touchdown, Indy. The Colts take the lead right away in half number 2. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts push their lead to 3. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. Putting a receiver in motion. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Trying the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. Back-to-back carries here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Yo, what's up? I mean, a tough one, so chill out for a second.
Andrews with the catch. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Bateman, the motion man left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Broke through the tackle. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, a run for Henry. Finds a big lane. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense analytics tell you throw it. But the surprise paid dividends.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They give to Taylor, right side. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 32. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. After the pick, Richardson back to the air. Escapes out to the left. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, it's Richardson. He fires one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Ravens with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Man in motion here. Here's 2nd and 14. He puts some juice on it deep. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Nick Cross has it. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Play action with Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Richardson on 3rd. Taylor makes the catch. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Here's Richardson. This one finds Taylor. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Hauled in by Downs. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. We'll see what the Colts do facing a huge two-point conversion attempt.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll throw again, Richardson. And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another two off that lead. They got a touchdown, but that is only half the job. Still got to get this kick back and score another. Did the Colts get to it in time? Yes, it's Colts football. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Running once more with Henry. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 4 yards narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on fourth down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. Back to throw it. They did it. He made the interception. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts have some new life in the fourth. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Taylor now up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
From the 31. Brought in close to the 8. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. A give left side to Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Here he is to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. You can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Flying down the middle with Henry. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Timeout Indianapolis. That's in 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Looking to throw. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he'll be touchdown after.